It's been a shocking turn of events for Bryce James. We all know LeBron James' youngest son. Um, LeBron James, I mean, this is kind of crazy. I mean, it seems like he's kind of following in his father's footsteps a little bit with the movement. But this has definitely been a shocking turn of events. Bryce James returns to Sierra Canyon in shocking Notre Dame exit. We're going to break it all down, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is hot off the press. So everybody is kind of in a frenzy. I'm going to try to make this thing a little bit more understanding for the people. LeBron James, Bryce James LeBron James' son, pardon me, Bryce is reportedly returning back to Sierra Canyon. You know, this is crazy, unbelievable. Bryce was expected to play for Notre Dame this season after his transfer. However, James is reportedly returning back in a massive decision. We all know what these decisions is all about. We all know LeBron's infamous decision. We're going to get all into it. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports for more news, updates, and more involving this Bryce James saga. We're going to be covering him while he's at Sierra Canyon. So you don't want to miss one step. The reports, that James will be eligible to play for Sierra Canyon as soon as he's cleared. So we talking right away. We're going to see Bryce, y'all. This ain't going to be no holdover, like we've seen in some past. Bryce is LeBron's youngest son. Some people around the basketball world believe he will be a superstar someday. He has already been linked to top colleges such as Ohio State and USC. Perhaps Bryce James would choose to follow in his older brother's footsteps and go on with the Trojans. Who knows how that might work out? Or he could play for his college ball, or he could play his college ball in Ohio, where LeBron James is from. We all know St. Vincent, St. Mary, what he did out there. It was crazy. Bryce will focus on taking care of business on the high school court. Nonetheless, Bryce is back at Sierra Canyon. Bryce James played for Sierra Canyon during his freshman and sophomore seasons of high school. He performed well and has fans excited for the future. So everybody's, like I said, in the uproar for him coming back following his sophomore campaign. However, it was reported that Bryce would play for Campbell Hall, but he ended up transferring to Notre Dame instead. And all of that led to the news breaking on Tuesday as Bryce would play the 2023-24 season for the program where he originally began his high school career. It is unclear what led to this decision by the reports. LeBron will surely be asked about it sooner rather than later. So definitely, like I said, subscribe, because when LeBron James gives us a little bit of latest on what's going on, if he wants to, because we do got to understand this is the soft subject. This is his son, so you don't know how he might want to maneuver with all this, regardless of the decision. This is a huge update for high school basketball, man. A lot of things have changed. Bryce was playing out there with, I believe his name was Mercy Miller. What's his name? Son. Pardon me. Master P's son, excuse me. I mean, everybody know what's going on with that. They was kind of forming a little dynamic tandem up there. Definitely box office appeal. You've seen the box office appeal firsthand. You're talking about superstar father, superstar rapper, superstar ball. I mean, it was just too much in line, but nonetheless, man, Bryce is headed back. And we've seen Sierra Canyon. It seemed like it's been a lot of different, stars that come out of there. Amari Bailey, we see him now from the Charlotte Hornets. He's doing his thing. Whenever he can get an opportunity, he's out there with the Greensboro Swarm. So if you are going back to Sierra Canyon, it's clearly is a situation. I don't know if they thought that his minutes was getting affected, when he was there. But what I will say is, Bryce leaving Sierra Canyon, to me, I feel like he became more of a man on the court. I think he's more of a go-to guy, more than he was at Sierra. I don't know if at Sierra Canyon they viewed him as some box or what he could. It seemed like when he left, he was in the strive for greatness, and he obviously with Notre Dame, he was in more of an expanded role. And I think coming back, he's going to be more of that guy, similar to the people that came before him. It's going to be interesting to see what he do. At the end of the day, I mean, clearly he's NBA bound. There's been a lot of situations that with Bronny due to the cardiac arrest situation that has definitely changed the game. The trajectory. We very well could see these two playing together next season. Because who knows if Bronny's ever going to get a chance to play if this season. And if that's the case, it might just be smart to hold him over. And, who knows how many years of college ball he might have to play, just to get right. I hope it's an easy transition, but we got to be realistic. It's not an ankle sprain, ladies and gentlemen. This is real serious stuff. And depending on how LeBron want to handle this, who's to say he's going to come back just ready to go? It's going to be a minutes restriction. There's going to be things that have to be put in place. This is LeBron James' son. At the end of the day, you can't have nothing catastrophic like this go on. They got to play this thing right, and they got the best doctors, physicians, working on this. So all we could do is hope for the best. But clearly, Bryce don't have those problems. So if he continues to move with his trajectory, I don't see why an NBA future isn't in his horizon. I just don't see why. I'm very high on Bryce. That's one thing I can say. But I repeat, y'all, he's going to be eligible as soon as everything gets clear. So there ain't gonna be no holdover. This is kind of tough. That this happened. The junior officially unenrolled. And it's crazy. I'm looking at the reports. Turned in high school and basketball equipment back to Notre Dame earlier Tuesday. So he turned back all his equipment, ladies and gentlemen. He would be eligible to compete, immediately at Seirra Canyon. This is according to everything. So I just want to get all the reports out for the people, So let me know if you are a Notre Dame fan. What does this mean for you guys, and what y'all trying to do? Was this a devastating blow for y'all? It had to be. Because like I said, this is tough, to lose somebody like this, this caliber. It is what it is at the end of the day. Let's see what Bryce does at the end of the day, man. All this movement got to amount to something. And we just can hope for best. And we're going to be documenting it all. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more news, updates, and more. Peace and love. It's Flight Sports TV.